So it looks like Andre Drummond's days in Cleveland are pretty much coming to an end here. It says Cleveland Cavaliers won't play Andre Drummond. Will try to trade star center before deadline. Now, Andre Drummond is, there's a lot of vets right now who are basically being replaced by younger players who are showing more promise and progress. So obviously they picked up Jarrett Allen from the Nets, and Jarrett Allen is an absolute fucking beast. So they're gonna play him. He's a great defensive piece. He's just a great piece in general. Drummond's numbers aren't horrible. He's a walking double-double, obviously. What's really clear is his field goal percentage has definitely gone down this past year in comparison to all of his other years. He had a couple 60%, then he had a bunch of 50s. Now he's down all the way down to 47, 47.5. So it's definitely come down quite a bit, quite significantly. Remember that if you're a big man like Drummond, your field goal percentage should be high, definitely over 50%, because your shots are supposed to be coming close to the rim. So easier shots to make, you get more fouls, etc. But there was some weird stuff going on there. There was some conflict going on between who's going to get the minutes and all that stuff. And I think the Cavaliers are making the right decision here. Basically, their thought process was, hey, we figured that we have a real chance. And I'm surprised, they have a lot of promising talent. I'd still be surprised if they don't make the playoffs this year. I think getting rid of Drummond will actually help the team. And I would be surprised. They have a lot of talent on that team, man. You got Colin Sexton, you got Garland, you got Allen. You've got so many people. You even got people like Osman and leftovers from the LeBron era. I know they're trying to get rid of Kevin Love too. But, who's going to pick up Andre Drummond? Who's really trading for him? The sources from Adrian Wojnarowski saying that, there's not really any serious talks for trades. So who's really going to trade for him? Probably nobody, because it's like damn near $30 million. What's crazy is Andre Drummond he's only 27. So that's like, prime. He's not like 32 or anything like that. It's an expiring contract that's $28.7 million, which is insane. The one team that I've really seen to have serious interest in talks was the Toronto Raptors, which of all teams would kind of make sense. They're in this kind of weird limbo of you're not fully in rebuild. Your team isn't doing as well, but they are making a resurge. It's not hard to make the playoffs in the East. It's very easy, in fact. I think like half the teams in the East playoffs right now, they have negative records, so it's embarrassing, right? So they'll probably make the playoffs still. They could, unless they really flounder. But they're in that weird position where, okay, are we going into a rebuild, or are we trying to be contenders, right? They weren't able to defeat the Celtics in the bubble. What exactly are they going to do now? I don't know. Kyle Lowry, a lot of people want Lowry to leave. So that seems to be the only team that could really trade for him. But I don't think anybody's going to trade for Drummond. His contract is just too much. The Nets want him, but they need him to be bought out. Otherwise, they can't afford him. What are they going to trade? They don't have anything left. What are they going to trade? They traded everybody already. They already traded the entire roster. But $28.7 million for Drummond, it's just not something that people are going to pay for. Where's Drummond going to go? I think Drummond could be a good piece for a middle-of-the-pack team that's in the playoffs, especially like an Eastern Conference team potentially. But you've got to make sure that he doesn't, interrupt, the growth that's going on or the progress that's being made amongst the players in the team. Because a lot of these teams, they have a lot of promising young talent that seriously need to get playing time. Pistons are one. Cavaliers have great young talent. So they need to just fully go all in, screw all the old guys. We're going to go fully in on the young guys, let them flourish, really try to build and nourish them. And honestly, it is hard to miss the playoffs in the East. So if you are the Cavaliers and you miss the playoffs, that's kind of embarrassing. And I'm surprised because they had a really good start. But yeah, Andre Drummond also gone along with Blake Griffin. So those are two guys leaving.